Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. Today I'm going to be doing a different type of video. It's not going to be involving sports cards. It's more about sports topic that I really thought I wouldn't get into, but it's about Scottie Pippen. Has he lost his mind? That's right. A person who loved watching him growing up, who loved the Bulls. And I got this the other day. I was gonna buy one from our company. We got it through the manufacturing company. It just came in. I was gonna get one. Now I don't want to get one because usually I buy some of these and have a display at my work. And when I go back, in the next week or two, I was gonna probably take this, but I'm not gonna take it anymore. I'm kind of disappointed in what Scottie Pippen's doing and saying. Scottie Pippen, number one, stated that Michael Jordan wasn't the leader of the team. I'm like, what? How is he not the leader of the team? I mean, Scottie Pippen is a great player, or was a great player. Top 50, no doubt. Great defender. One of the greatest defensive players ever. Probably because him and Jordan used to practice together all the time, one-on-one. That's how Scottie Pippen became such a great player. But at the same time, why would you be saying something that crazy? I get it. Michael Jordan may have not placed Scottie Pippen in the best light in the documentary, but I don't think he was terrible in how he described Scottie Pippen. I mean, they showed a segment where Scottie Pippen didn't come to play against the Knicks in the playoffs. The play was designed around Tony Kukoc. Tony Kukoc had the game-winning shot. Scottie Pippen refused to play. And people forgave Scottie Pippen about that. But I guess Scottie Pippen was mad about that. Scottie Pippen was mad also about the fact that he was labeled Jordan's sidekick. Well, he kind of was. That doesn't take anything away from Scottie Pippen. But it's just strange. And then he's also been going on, he made remarks about Durant the other day that, if Durant passed the ball more, they would have won. Well, guess what? The Nets didn't have Kyrie Irving, didn't have Harden, and they still went to 7 games. And if they had at least one of those guys, 2 out of those 3 guys, they would have gone to the next round. And just hating on Kevin Durant like that when, Kevin Durant in the past, he was injured against in the playoffs a few years ago when he was with Golden State. Before he signed that contract with the Nets, in the finals, he was still playing on a bad, I believe, was it an ankle or something like that? And Kevin Durant made the decision, from what I read, to go in. He tore his Achilles, from what I remember. He was out a year. So Kevin Durant, gave it all for his team, in my opinion. So going after Durant, I don't think I'd do that. You could go after Kevin Durant if he's having burner accounts and responding to people on Twitter. I think that's a legit criticism. But going after Durant like that, I don't think I'd do that. Any player shouldn't go after him. He's a really good player. And Kevin Durant fired back at Pippen saying that, you know what? People listen to Phil. They didn't listen to guys like you. And it may have not been relevant, but at the same time, Kevin Durant had a right to respond. There have been other things as well. Scottie Pippen has been making bizarre statements. He went after Charles Barkley. He said that Barkley only went after white guys. He didn't fight black dudes. And if they fight black dudes, they were on the court. So I'm like, what? Why would you even bring that up? I mean, he's in his 50s and he's bringing back, all these stories. Come on. He could do better than that. And the last thing that I found really bizarre about Scottie Pippen was he made a comment about LeBron James. And he said that it was because of LeBron James they won in 2016. And if you look at all these star players, whether it's Michael Jordan, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, etc., they always had a sidekick to help them out win. LeBron James had Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving made the final shot in the 2016 finals against Golden State, which helped them win. And they also had Kevin Love. In Miami, LeBron James had Bosh and he had Wade. Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen. Like I said, Tim Duncan had all of the supporting staff around him. Ginobili, Tony Parker, etc. And Scottie Pippen saying, hey, guess what? It was because of LeBron they won the finals. Remember the 2016 finals, the Warriors were up 3-1. And then Draymond Green, who always has a temper problem, he was suspended for game 5. Just imagine if Green had played game 5, right? And that was a momentum swing, in my opinion. Who knows if the Cavs would have won that series? So I don't know why Scottie Pippen is saying these type of things when anyone who follows basketball, anyone who follows sports would realize Scottie Pippen is out of his mind. And it's just really bizarre. And I understand Scottie Pippen has a grudge against Michael Jordan. I also understand Scottie Pippen is probably going through a rough time in his personal life right now with the death of his son. He was in his 30s. It's all messed up, you know. I thought, you know, when I saw that news, is obviously, man, that's crazy. Second thing I was thinking in my head was like, did he take the jab? But putting all that aside, I'm like, this is. I wonder if anything in his personal life is affecting him, and that's why he's making these type of statements. Or something logical would be he's making these statements because he has a book coming out and he wants to hype it up. So if you watch UFC, you see Conor McGregor. He always runs his mouth, says, you know, stupid things all the time, in my opinion. He's talking all this trash against Mayweather. I mean, when they had that boxing tournament, you know, Mayweather beat him. He's talking all this smack against Khabib. Khabib put him in his place. But the good thing, or what McGregor's good at, is he's good at bringing people to UFC and making them watch it. Because if he weren't saying all those type of things, it wouldn't have gotten that much attention. So I'm just thinking, Scottie Pippen, if he's saying all of these things to get attention so people could read his book, I don't know. That could be a legitimate thing. But if you're just to look at his statements, they sound insane. Some of them. They sound crazy. Even Screaming A. Smith, aka Stephen A. Smith, was bashing Scottie Pippen. And the fact is, I'm agreeing with Stephen A. Smith. That's just weird, man. Like, there are not that many times I agree with Stephen A. Smith. But, you know, when Stephen A. Smith is even calling out Scottie Pippen, you know something is clearly going on with Scottie Pippen. Or he's just using it as a marketing tool. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment down below. I'll talk to you next time, guys. Bye.